Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you are. And welcome back to the beta plan. So, I was looking around the map a little bit and thinking, what else could we do more with in the lifespan of Vleslav? Well, I noticed quite a few things when I was looking around the map. First of all, Lombardy. Well, that looks really normal. Yes, but except if I look at the religious map mode. What? Yes, their current king is iconoclast. Not Catholic, iconoclast. So his son is again Catholic. So I'm not sure if there's going to be any lasting impact on it. But for some reason, King Lupo II, the Bold, is iconoclast. Alrighty then. Moreover, his vassals tend to be, I think even all of them Catholic. Perhaps I found one that was iconoclast. But in principle they are Catholic. So I don't know how this happened, but there you go. Moreover, as said, we have four major goals in this series. 1. We are going to form Russia. 2nd, we are going to try and incorporate Tartaria into Russia so that we have a proper Russia. 3rd, we are going to try and reform the faith. I have always said that from the beginning, and actually we have enough Slavic influence to do this, but I only own 2 sides within my borders. And of course the 4th thing is staying tribal until the very end, but that is something that will happen over time. Not something I can influence right now, but I noticed of the Slavic faith. Oh. Game? There is a holy site of Serbia, who is being smacked down. This might actually be very interesting to grab, and if we're going to indeed take these 3 provinces, as I said in the last episode, then we are poised to strike for Berlot. So that is something we're going to do. Another thing I also noticed is that my first son will inherit the kingdom of Rus. But the reason why my 2nd son is inheriting Kiev is also because he's getting the kingdom of Ruthenia. And my 3rd son is getting the kingdom of Volga Bulgaria. But I don't own these titles. This is something that Paradox introduced in one of the later patches. That despite the fact that you don't own these titles, or that these kids don't have enough money, prestige, or piety to form this kingdom, they randomly just get it. Now I understand because it leads to the same troubles and tribal influence. For that reason I understand, and I can kind of agree, but I find it very stupid that they form a kingdom without having any prestige, money, or piety to do so. However, that kind of forces me to create the kingdom of Ruthenia. Why? Well, if I make it so, then my first son, who I will play as the Kingdom of Rus, will also have a claim on the Kingdom of Ruthenia, which I don't think he will get if they randomly form it when they gain some lands from me. So, I am going to do the bad thing. I am going to create the Kingdom of Ruthenia, because that is certainly a lot larger than Volga Bulgaria. I do not want to do this, but I'm kind of forced to do this. And it will give me a chance to attack Volhynia, but first we're going to focus on these 3 little lands, and then on Berlot, trying to reform the faith. And as we have done so, perhaps then we can attack these people. Lots of things to do, so why don't we get started? Let's do this! We are now also the King of Ruthenia. My vassals will definitely want that title. But oh yeah, I did some off-screen. I arranged again to have some plots be null or void. I want to do it like this, because although they don't have any allies, I don't want them to help one another by suddenly gaining an ally or whatever. So we are going to first attack those two, and that should give us access to Turkey, which should give us access to Birlot, because I don't think that I get access to Birlot from Pereschern? Probably pronounced completely wrong, but I probably don't get access to this county from this county, because I don't think they have a link. By the way, I could check that. What am I doing? I could check that. No, I could check that here. See, because there's a major river crossing here. This is a major river, that's clear. And there is no mentioning of a major river crossing to Birlot, so there's no connection here. So I was right. But we've declared war. We have declared war. Calling just our men. We are going to move in. And we're going to wait for everybody to be gathered up. Oh yes, and there is still somebody trying to kill me, but it's only one person in the plot, so I'm not going to do anything about it. So, how is your day doing today? I'm just waiting on my forces together while being on... Oh, I thought I was on max speed. One below it. By the way, before you say, indeed, Plak, for the people that know this game, is also a holy site to Slavic, but I don't have any claim on it, and moreover, it now falls under Bohemia, which is an ally of mine, so I am not too keen on attacking there. Ah, there's already... This is what I meant. They are calling in allies. Let my child be educated by somebody with decent traits. Yeah, that's fine. Why do I have such a shit general leading this army? I am going to keep this information for myself. If you're not going to fight me, boy, you have already lost before this war started. My son, Volodar, hardly eats anything for fear of turning fat. He might become temperate. I am temperate. I think that's a very good thing. I could gain the prestige, or I could give him the prestige. Other people won't like him that much, but I do think it's a good idea. Because I do want him to start with a little bit of extra prestige. And by the way, before people are fearing, he's 8, so I don't need to change over yet his education to somebody else, as I don't have 4 stars. I'm not the best teacher, actually. Regarding this, no. I had to break up a fight between my son Sudislav and another child today. Sudislav's heart is filled with envy. I don't want him to be envious because that's going to lead him to kill his brother. And besides, I am not envious. I've taught my other children to be kind, so I'm going to keep on that road and try to make him kind. He became nothing. He's neither envious, neither kind. Some buildings coming in. Some more buildings we're going to build. And I'm making sure that I keep at least 2000 prestige. Because about that gives the maximum bonus versus vassal, a plus 20. So that's why I am making sure that I do not build any more buildings using prestige. Yes, I'm sorry. Oh, by the way, this boy was supposedly the king of the Magyars, but I reckon that they had a faction and said no. But that's probably how they broke up. My beloved wife, Matea, is constantly bored and keeps talking about the new fashion she's heard about. Now she wants me to introduce it at court. Women and clothing. Yeah, that's not my thing. I'll just admit that. I could gain charitable, or I could become greedy. Charitable is +3 diplomacy and +10 to the church opinion, but that's not so important. Or I could gain some more tax -1 diplomacy. my wife will like me a little less. You know what? I'm going to go for greedy. I want more taxes. Because my taxes are not high already, seeing we are tribal. Any extra tax is good. We went from making 0.06 income to 0.24 income. That doesn't sound like a lot, but that is, well, it's the 10% on top of what we already had. Let's see if we can ransom this lady. He doesn't have the money, then it's simple. We are going to accept. We are going to keep her in prison because she is the daughter of a king. And that will definitely make sure that we have a nice lady to concubine later on. After all, that gives us a lot of prestige. So let's give away this county. Oh dear. My game and playing while trying to find a person is not working. Never properly did. And with recording probably that doesn't help at all. And recording probably doesn't help on top of that. Let me put that sentence a little better than I did. Voila. But we arrived in the Krim. In the Crimea area. Our Black Sea aspirations are being fulfilled. I know I'm gonna cross the river here, but yeah, oh, there he already goes. He does not even want to fight me. And his big ally, Transylvania, is not doing a lot, despite having enough area. Are you in another war, perhaps? No, you're not. Yet you have not come to his aid proper. I don't mind. I don't mind. Just give it all. Just surrender. Why is Brno all of a sudden independent? I don't know. Don't really mind. So how is the Emperor doing? Germanic is disappearing from the Saxony area. Oh, by the way, for anyone wondering, yes, indeed. Cornwall and Devon are still lollered. And we have another... Really? Another? Come on. And it's also completely up north. I have to walk all the way for us. The timing of it is not... Well, it's never good, almost, but it's just annoying. Yeah, I saw that coming. He has a revolt, he wants me to help. We're going to say yes, but we're going to have to go northwards in order to take care of that little revolt. Why have we only 18% war score when we have the only county that he has? We also captured some nice little kids. What? I hold the one and only county. Well, you know what? We'll smack your army. See what that does for you. Also, we have a prisoner, which is your son, I thought. Let me check this for sure. Aren't you the heir? No, you're not. Well, then I'll just ransom you. You would pay 26 for him. Is that worth it, actually? Isn't he worth war score? 5%. I have no idea. Normally, I have... Whatever. We are not going to be any troubled by that. Voila. Captured fellow. Could be another little bit of ransom. We're going to educate this child within our court. Otherwise she will become a prisoner of someone else. This is a courtier of mine. Very good. Same for her. She's a bit of a lunatic, but... children and their little fantasies. So... What we are going to do is we're going to go here. Oh dear. Didn't hit control. So therefore all the troops were summoned, even in the county that was being sieged. And we are going to put down our men. We can call them up whenever we want to again, in order to finish up that war, but I'm just going to let war score tick slowly by. And they killed a good man. The rebels killed probably his marshal. That is not good. You know you're going to lose. This is only going to make me want to execute him much more, so I don't think that was a wise decision there. I really don't. Come on, gather up, people. What? Now Sudoslav wants to torture rats as well, or... No, I think he was already the one that wanted to torture rats. I'm saying no. Stop it. Good, now he's kind. Voila. No torturing of rats. Game. What? I checked this, I can tell you, my dear viewers. I made sure that we're not saving every half year. I don't know why there was such a big pause in July, but... Alright. Why is the Byzantine Empire here? They're attacking Serbia. The Holy War for Wallachia. That is... this area. Okay, that doesn't bother me much. I want Burlot. And I want it sooner rather than later. This was what we were warned about, my vassals. All these messages have colors. No, we're not going to cross the river. All these messages that have colors around them are a hint of what is going on about. What is going on. And purple is for intrigue, so I was warned by this fella, like, that somebody would come to my court and spread lies about him. And then this man says, there are lies, and unfortunately, seeing I have absolutely no intrigue, I have absolutely no clue who is the liar or not, I am just going to say he has no evidence. And I don't think I can declare war on Serbia like this. I've raised men, of course, I can't attack. I wanted to see if I already had access to attacking Birlot, because I do want to move in, get this going. And another person was killed by the rebels. Well, oh, Simonesco, I don't care. I am really a jerk when it comes to that. Yeah, why not? I know he's cruel, I know he's rough, and I know he's a militaristic man, but what? You can't educate every son in the same way. That would just be boring. We are going to catch him. Very good. And then we're going to chase him, because this army is getting... Oh, he is changing direction as well, but I'll change direction a little later. I don't want to change direction right as he moves in. Why did we not have full morale? Why are we getting our ass kicked when we have double the troops? Why do I have to ask so many questions? We got our ass kicked. Okay, call up my men, because apparently my vassals are just shite. This is... well, thank you that I turned to the faith. Somebody wants to be in a war, fine, please kill me, because I'm also ill. That is not good. This is bad in so many ways. I I am shocked. This is surprising to me. Now we have several wars again. That's not surprising to me or problematic, but that we lost that fight is... people are at least moving now nicely into our Slavic faith. Whereas my court chaplain, I think it's called court chaplain also for us. Yeah, court chaplain is not doing anything out. In fact, I'm going to replace him with this lady. And just give her a chance. See if she can do it. Oh dear. My daughter has become known as the unfaithful. She has a lover. She had a lover. Apparently she had a little slip up in the bed. Sometimes the women in this game can get real hussies. And the man just real pimps. Don't get me wrong. Both of the sexes can be just really bad regarding faithfulness to their spouses. Then again, in this time and age, you marry more for land than you marry for love, so can you really blame them? Well, pimps are not doing anything out of love, they're just doing out of power? Hungry? I don't really know how to... Are you going to attack me? Are you seriously going to attack me? Well, that's one word taken care of. I am going to move in here. Making sure that you stop indeed, and now you're getting a little stuck between two armies. Well, we should really do something about this revolt, because we are losing by 50%. That is not acceptable. So let's immediately move like this, and then we're going to move like this. Was only in order to make sure that he doesn't move this way. Okay, then I'm going to move this way regardless. Now he has stopped. Now we're moving back in there. The AI dance that has been now fixed in EU4, because if you're halfway you can't change your direction anymore, is still definitely present in CK2. So where are they moving? Moving to Mari. Yeah, you're dead. This revolt has been taken care of, and as we have taken care of this revolt, I think it's time for us to end the episode. I will finish this war probably off camera, I reckon, because this is nothing but ticking war score, because I'm not going to go into Transylvania. I don't see any reason for that. Wait, was he killed in battle? He was killed in battle by this revolt. This revolt leader, no, you hair-lipped, lazy son of a gun, you... Ooh. I hope you enjoyed your rebellion, because you're dead. Nothing will stand in the way of our tenacious tribals. Let that be a lesson for everyone that is watching. I thank you for watching. This was the Beta Plan.